Hey friends, good afternoon and welcome to Tuesday Math. Thanks for joining me. How is everyone? You guys good? All right, you ready to start with our number of the day with me? Okay, so yesterday, let's see what we had. We had a whole bunch of tens. So let's go ahead and count our tens from yesterday. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40. Now let's count our ones. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. So if we add one more to 47, 48. All right, so today our new number is 48. And if we count all of these ones together, my goodness, I'm almost going to be able to bundle them soon. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so when we look at that on our tens frame, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add another dot to our tens frame down here. So I'm adding just another 1. And then I need to go ahead and I need to add over on my tallies. So I'm not going to do anything to my tens yet, but I am going to add another 1 to my ones. So if we were to count just our ones, we have 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 ones. So that means I'm going to go ahead and change this number to my 8. And I don't have to change anything on my 4s because I still have 4 bundles of 10, so I can leave that. So my new number is 48. And when we write 48, it looks like this. 4 10s and 8 1s. All right, then let's go ahead and count it. We're going to count it the quick way first. So we're lucky that we have all of our tens frames because that helps us do it quick. All right, so let's count the quick way by tens and then counting on by ones. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. All right, that was the quick way. Now we are going to do it the long way. So go ahead and get out your hundreds chart if you have it. And we are going to count by ones to 48. So I'm going to go ahead and mark 48 on my hundreds chart so I know where I'm going to. All right, if you don't have your hundreds chart, it's okay. You can just jump with me. You can use your finger and touch each number as we're counting. All right, here we go. So starting at 0, we're going all the way up to 48. Whew, deep breath. You ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, then where do I need to go? I need to come all the way back over. All right, this time we're going to do it really fast. This row is going to be fast. Ready? It's going to be speedy. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, then I need to come all the way back over. This time it's going to be like slow motion. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. We're like a turtle. 27, 28, 29, 30. All right, I have to keep going. I'm going to come all the way back over. Our turtle's a little bit faster now, so we can go a little faster. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. I'm getting close, but we can't take a shortcut. It would be quick if we could come this way, but we can't. We have to go all the way back over. And 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. All right, awesome job counting. Okay, let's go ahead and we are going to do some more counting, but this time we're going to do it by our 10s and our 5s, okay? So everyone go ahead and stand up for me. And if you have a chair in the way, you can go ahead and move your chair out of the way just so you're safe. All right, I'm going to move my camera a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to count by 10s first. We are going to pretend we're shooting a basketball, like we're shooting hoops, okay? So counting by 10s. Each time you do it, you can hop up and shoot that basketball. Ready? Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. All right, did you make all those hoops? Did they all go in? All right, okay, this time we're gonna count by fives, but this time we're going to pretend we're throwing a football, okay? So we're going to throw one side of the field, and then we're going to throw to the other side of the field. All right, counting by fives. Here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Keep counting. 45, 50. Now this time you're going to catch it. 55, 60. Catch those footballs. 65, 70, 75. Yes. 80. Almost there. 85, 90, 95, 100. All right. Were you able to catch all of them? All right. Awesome. Okay. You can go ahead and sit back down. You can have a seat. And I would like you to get out, if you have your whiteboard or just a piece of paper, we're going to do some more story problems today. So if you have whiteboard or piece of paper, that will help you. I'll give you just a sec to go ahead and get out. Whiteboard, piece of paper, whatever you have to write with will be just fine. All right, and then yesterday we did some story problems in our math packet. And story problems are a little tricky because we have to read the words or listen to the words, and then we have to figure out, what do they want us to know? Do they want us to count things all together? Do they want us to cross things out? So story problems are a little tricky. So that's why I think that it's a little bit easier when you can go ahead and draw a picture to go with your story problem. When we draw a picture, that helps us see what they really want us to know, and it helps us solve the problem. All right, before we get started with it, I also want to remind you that when you're drawing your picture for math, it doesn't have to be like we do for our regular writing. We don't have to do really, really detailed things, and we don't have to put a background. We just need to do symbols to make it quick, because really our goal is to just solve the problem the easiest way we can, okay? All right, so once you have your board or your piece of paper, I'm gonna have you right now, you're just gonna listen to this first story problem. All right, you ready? Okay, so I was outside one day and I saw some birds. I just saw some birds. How many of you guys seen birds outside, right? Okay, well, I saw 4 in a tree. Okay, so right now your mind is thinking, okay, 4 in a tree. What would that look like if you were going to draw that? And 5 were by the pond. How many birds did I see? So I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to give you a second to try and draw on your board what I just told you. All right, I'm going to say one more time. I saw 4 birds in a tree, and I saw 5 by the pond. How many did I see in all? Okay, so what would that look like? I know that I saw some birds, and remember, I saw them in 2 different places. Where was one of the places I saw them? I saw them in a tree, right? So I'm just going to do a quick sketch of a tree. Do you remember how many I saw in the tree? You're right, 4. So I'm just going to put, when I make birds, I just do almost like little M's. And I'm going to put 4 in the tree. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are just my quick, easy ways to make birds. All right. And then it told me I saw some more somewhere else. And you know what? I'm going to make the birds just a different color just so it's easier for you to see so they don't blend in with the tree. We're not going to make our birds camouflage. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now that's a little bit easier for you to see. All right, and then I saw, do you remember how many I saw by the pond? I saw 5 by the pond. So my pond, I'm just going to make a little kind of squiggly circle. And what should I put in here? The 5 birds, right? I saw 5 birds by the pond. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now my question is, how many did I see in all? Well, when I say in all, it wants to know all together how many I saw. So what do I need to do with those? You're right, I need to count all of my birds now. So count with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So how many birds did I see in all? I saw 9. Okay, so when I write my number sentence to go with that, I could say, okay, well, I had my 4 birds And then I saw, so I'm adding, I saw 5 more, and in all, that gave me 9. That's what our number sentence would look like with that. Okay, so do you see how much easier it is? Instead of just thinking in our heads, if you draw out your pictures, this shows us there's 4, oh, and then there's 5 more, and then I just have to count them up. So sometimes drawing our pictures really helps us. All right, let's go ahead. If you have your whiteboard, go ahead and erase it. I'm going to erase mine, and we're going to do another one. Or your piece of paper, just find a new spot on your paper for this next one. All right, here we go. All right, I was by the pond again. So I was outside. I was by the pond again. So maybe in your mind, you're already thinking, oh yeah, I should probably draw a pond. And I saw 3 fish jump out of the water. But then when I was looking down in the pond, I noticed there were 6 more in the water. So how many fish did I see in all? How many were there? I saw 3 jumping, and I saw, when I was looking down there, I saw 6 in the pond. So what would it look like if you were to illustrate that story problem? Go ahead and try it. I'm going to give you a sec to try first, and then I'll do mine, and you'll see if it's the same, similar or the same to what I drew. All right, so you're thinking 3 jumping out of the water, and I saw 6 in the water. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to draw my pond because I knew there was a pond there. And what should I put up here? Those 3 fish jumping out, right? So here's 1 fish, here's 2 fish, and here are my 3 fish. Then, do you remember how many I actually saw in the water? I actually saw 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I want to know how many I saw in all. So what should I do with those fish? Do I need to cross any out? Do I need to count them all together? If I say in all, I need to count all of these fish. And that will tell me how many in all I have. Okay, so let's count them. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now, just to make sure, do you remember, I think it was last week maybe, or the week before, when we were counting and checking? Do you remember how we were doing that? So I put little dots on mine, so that kind of helped me, but I want to go back and count and check again to make sure. We said that I got 9 in all. I want to make sure that I counted them correctly and that I didn't count too many or didn't count all of them. So I'm going to count and check. And remember, I'm just going to put a little check mark on them so I know that I've got all of them. Okay, so ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good thing I'm checking because look, I need this one over here. And 9. So you can always go back and count and check too. All right, so I saw 9 total fish. I had 3 flying in the air. I saw 6 in the pond, so I had a total of 9. That was my number sentence. All right, let's do another one. Okay, so erase your board or find another spot on your paper. And this one I'm going to give you a sec too because I want you to try it by yourself, and then you can check with mine and see if it looks kind of like mine or if you get the same answer I did. All right, so this one's a little trickier. All right, I was outside again. And I saw the cutest little chipmunks. You guys like seeing chipmunks? They're so cute. Okay, I saw chipmunks, and I noticed when I counted them, I saw 8 chipmunks. 3 of them were red. I'm just pretending these colors in my head. 3 were red, and the rest were blue. But I need to know how many were there that were blue. Okay, so let's think about that for a minute. I'm going to tell you again. I saw all these chipmunks. I saw a total of 8. So we know how many chipmunks there are. And 3 of them were red. I could actually even do this one on my fingers, huh? So you could try it on your fingers. and the rest were blue. So how many were blue? All right, let's first think. What would be a good, easy symbol for a chipmunk? How are we going to make this chipmunk? I don't want to make it too tricky, so let's just make circles, okay? Just for our symbols for our chipmunks. All right. Well, we already know how many there were. How many total chipmunks did I see outside? I saw kind of a lot. I saw 8. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my circles for my 8 chipmunks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, what else do we know about these chipmunks? What else did I say about them? I said I saw some that were red. Do you remember how many I said that I saw were red? I saw 3. So what should I do with these circles? If you have a red or any color, go ahead and let's color in those 3 that are red, because that will show us, okay, here's my 3 that I saw that were red. And now my next question is, I saw some that were blue. How many now were blue? How many left over were the blue ones? So what should I do? Yeah, let's just go ahead and count these, because I knew these ones were red, but these ones must be the blue ones. So how many blue ones did I see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you have a blue crayon, you can actually go ahead and color those in, because those are the ones that we had left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So my question was, how many were blue? Well, this many that we just colored in were the blue ones. All right, so if we go to write our number sentence, we had 3 that were red, and we had 5 that were blue, and that gave me a total of the 8 chipmunks that I saw. All right, how did you do with that one? Did you do okay? Okay, so remember, you can go ahead and erase your boards. Remember when you're doing these number sentences to draw out a picture to help you, okay? With that one, that was one we could actually do on our fingers too. So remember that I said, okay, I saw 8 total, but then 3 of them were red. So I could take those 3 away, and then how many did I have left? I had 5 left. So you can do these on your fingers with some of them too. But for my mind, it's easier to draw them out so I can see them. But if you need to use your fingers for some of these, you could also solve those on your fingers. Okay, so let's try one more way. We're going to do the fish one again, okay? But we're going to use our fingers this time. So let's say, oh, maybe we're doing something and we don't have paper or we don't have pencil. So maybe we go, okay, well, what other tool could I use besides drawing it out? Well, our fingers are our tools, so we can use these too. Okay, so let's try it one more time with the fish one with just our fingers. Okay, so remember I was by the pond and I saw some of the fish jump out of the water. Do you remember how many I saw? I saw 3 fish jump out of the water. All right, so I'm gonna hold up my 3. And then I saw 6 more actually in the water. So I need to add 6 more to my fingers, 6 more fish. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now on my fingers, I can show that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so I can use my fingers for that one also. Okay, let's try another one with our fingers. Let's go back to the birds I saw, and let's try that one on our fingers. All right, so the birds were flying, and I saw, let's see, I saw 4 in a tree. So show me your 4 fingers. I saw 4 in the tree, and then I saw 5 by the pond. So now I'm gonna need to add 5 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so when I go to count those, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that's just another quick way that I wanted to show you, just in case you don't have a piece of paper or a whiteboard. We can also find some other tools to help us too. All right? Okay, so today, when you go do your math, you are going to look at, it's going to be the Tuesday one, and it has a 17 up at the top. And then down in the corner, it has a moose. So you're gonna do a story problem about the moose. But remember, they give you this big, huge space to draw your picture. So you can either have your mom or dad read this to you, or you can wait and then you can just read it with, your teacher will read it with you also, okay? And then there's gonna be another side on the back too with another story problem. But if it's too tricky to read, because I know these are tricky, just wait until your teacher can read it with you or have your mom or dad, all right? And then you can go ahead and try and draw your symbols in to solve your problem. Then if you really want, you can try it with your hands too and see if you get the same answer. All right, you guys can do it. Thank you for listening. Thanks for counting with me. And I hope you have a great rest of the day. See you tomorrow. Bye.